The Vater Cajon brushes are really cool. So they've got these rubber O-rings here that we can roll down to really open these up and get more of a brush sound. The actual strands here are just pieces of plastic, wavy, and so it's really simple, nothing crazy about this, but yet it sounds really cool. So you can open it up like this for brush sound, or leave it tight, which gives you more of a heavier thump sound, which can work nicely to imitate a palm sound on a cajon. I do like how with these, you can almost use them as an arm extension, so when you're playing the cajon, you're not having to bend over as far to reach down and get a solid thump. So that can be really cool. Here's what they sound like on cajon. I really like the way these sound on drum set though, especially on toms, and they really bring out a nice beefy snare sound, heavier than brushes, but more of a, I don't know, more of a earthy, sort of brushy sound than hot rods. So it's kind of in between hot rods and in between brushes. And that can be determined also by where you leave these O-rings. You can really get an unlimited number of in-between sounds between a hot rod and a brush sound. It changes the feel a lot also. Just a side note, I'm using an extra head on the snare, just laying on top to bring out an extra beefy kind of quality to it playing with the cajon brushes. Now in this recording here, I've got that extra head on the floor tom, so it really makes a nice low thump that can be really cool, really musical for an unplugged gig or like an acoustic drum setup. And lastly, here's a comparison between hitting the snare with the end of the brush right in the middle versus playing a rim shot with this. You can really get a lot of power and a lot of fatness out of the cajon brushes playing rim shots on the snare. Here's what that sounds like. So as you can see, these have tremendous musical potential, even more on drum set in my opinion than cajon, and so I use them a lot. I've really never used these on cajon on a gig, but I play them on drum set all the time. I love these. So check them out, the Vater Cajon brushes, or drum set brushes that are a cross between a brush and a hot rod. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out these other videos and click the headshot to subscribe. New drumming tips, techniques, ideas, and product reviews every week.